Yo folks, and welcome to the channel. My name is Bork. In today's video, I'll be talking about My Hero Ultra Impact EN that's going to be releasing fairly soon. Now, this came out of nowhere. I was just sort of scrolling through things, and Bandai Namco's Twitter page was saying something about February 9th being the release date for this game, JST time. I was like, what in the world are you talking about? So I went on Twitter and I was like, really? February 9th, JST? You're just gonna do this and not tell anyone? So I essentially went on like the actual game itself, and this is what I'm presented with. You can go on the Google Play Store, actually install it and play it. Now, essentially what you saw earlier is it'll let you play the game, but it's gonna say it's on maintenance from the time of the recording of this video, February 3rd, I believe, and then up to February 9th. So kind of weird how they're sort of doing this. This is probably gonna get review bombed because it came out of nowhere, but I think this is why it's sort of hush hush. But I was like, what in the world is going on? So surprise release, maybe February 9th, 1500 JST. Just note this will be like February 10th because, you know, Japan is a little bit more faster in time. I think they're like 16 to 18 hours ahead. Let's go ahead and talk about like some tier lists and stuff in case you're sort of curious about that. So here's gonna be like the strongest characters on App Media. You can check it out. It's up to you whether you want to follow this information. It's sort of like a rubric, so to speak. From what I can tell, Deku and like his other formats, I won't be talking as to what this is doing because it's going to be spoilery. It's going to be really good. Endeavor is going to be pretty amazing. All for One is going to be amazing. Overhaul, and then of course our boy Bakugo, this raven looking dude, I forget their name, Todoroki, is going to be up there as well. So a bunch of interesting looking characters. That's going to be like the strongest heroes. Then there's also going to be memory. So I'm assuming this is going to be just like your standard like accessory system, memory system that's always available, give you extra stats. Maybe it'll like reset a cooldown really quickly. I'm not sure exactly what this does, but it's cool to see Bakugo, Deku, and his like 1200% form, Kirishima, Todoroki, and then All for One's mentor all right there at the top S rank. And as you can tell, UR is going to be the highest rank in the game. And this also covers like the formation of parties in case you guys are wondering what everything is going to sort of look like. From what I can tell, there's going to be essentially a DPS or a power slot. This is essentially how the characters organize power. And then there's going to be support. Now just know, even though Overhaul is going to look like a power character, he's actually going to act as a support because of his abilities. Certain ones will do like 10% reduction in power of all enemies, or do some fear, some 5% down on some enemies as well. So for the most part, they're going to be like sort of a mixed bag, but it seems like there's not going to really be too much diversity as far as like gameplay goes for different characters. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay because I know people are sort of curious what this game actually looks like. And huge thank yous, of course, to Gaming Mobile for providing this information. Make sure to subscribe to them because they're absolutely amazing. I check them out all the time in order to, you know, sort of get gameplay footage on games I've never played before. So I believe this is going to be the tutorial phase. As you can tell, this game does not look as high fidelity as Strongest Hero. But the thing is, it's going to be 3-on-3 combat, and this is going to be the more popular version of the My Hero Academia series app games, like mobile games that you can try out. And I love how they do like more of a focus on the story sequences, on the actual characters. So you get a more of like a story-based sort of driven thing. And I think this is the summons. So this looks like it's going to be memories. Okay, I do not like this part. It's a little unfortunate that I have to say this on video, but it's not sponsored or anything, so I get to say whatever I feel like. It's mixing in heroes with the memories. So whenever you do that, it obviously dilutes the pool. They don't have too many characters within the game, so say what you will, whether you think this is a good thing or a bad thing. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be not so much fun, you know, go through the things where it's like, oh, did I get a UR memory or did I get a UR character? So I'm going to be probably aiming for, you know, a version of Todoroki in his UR form because Todoroki is like my favorite character. He's like the hot and like ice guy, fire and ice guy. And then maybe a version of like Bakugo. Deku's not really my favorite character. Hopefully people don't hate me for that. I think Deku is an amazing character. His growth is really cool. But I find like Bakugo and Todoroki a little bit more interesting because they have like, you know, your non-shonen sort of paths. I guess this is where I say I like Vegeta more than Goku, like in some ways, but I don't actually like Goku a lot more because sometimes Vegeta can be a little bit weird and a little too overconfident. Bakugo, he definitely gets a piece of the humble pie. I'm guessing this is going to be another summon animation sequence. So we're sort of getting a feel for how like the summon animations translate into if you're gonna get a rare character. So for that one, they were wearing school outfits, but before they were wearing like, different. All right, I guess maybe the outfits didn't matter because he just got a UR Uraraka. So maybe that was better. So they're doing some more summons. Let's see. They're in their like school outfits again. Maybe they're gonna get another UR. Who knows? This is kind of interesting. I thought like, the cooler you looked, the better the summons that you were getting, but I wasn't paying attention to the previous summons. Maybe they got something super rare as well. There's a version of Overhaul. Oh man, that character, I can't remember his name. You got SR Endeavor. This one, they didn't get a UR. So the summon animations, they seem a little bit wonky for this game. But the UI, for the most part, it looks relatively simple. You're going to be controlling 5 different characters. I'm guessing 2 supports in the back and 3 main heroes, as you can see. And I guess they're sort of just looking through their rosters and switching out the characters that they want to try. Because obviously, you want to try like your newly summoned SRs and you want to use your UR. So that's pretty cool. Let's see how this gameplay flows. I'm kind of curious how Endeavor's... Okay, so they do like a 3 combined attack. Oh, that was really cool. So I guess that was like a team unison attack. And you can see like, I guess the rarity of the character will decide which outfit they will wear, because Bakugo was in like his casual outfit. That is actually a nice feature because sometimes, like the characters, like if you're gonna add the same character over and over within the game, at least try to put like, different outfits within them. I don't want to see Bakugo just in like his superhero outfit. And of course, that'll be like a thing for min-max like collector sort of people. You can collect all the different outfits. I wonder if it has bonuses or not. But for the most part, the gameplay, I'm not going to lie, it seems pretty generic. We're not seeing anything too brand new here. But at the same time, if you're not going to mix up the formula, I guess that's why you would try this game, because you find that entertaining. And oh, this is interesting. We actually get to see like this shadow dude. Spoilers, like in case you know who he is later down in the story. I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm not gonna say, but I thought it was super cool how they did that. But it seems like you can actually control the characters from the back. Like you can actually switch them in. So maybe it's 3-on-3 combat, but you can actually use all 5 characters within your roster. But it seems for the most part, you just hit the turn start and you have like, certain time frames where you can use like certain movesets, because I didn't see them really casting like skills and ults quite frequently, and I liked like the victory poses within the game. So for the most part, it seems like you get one skill that you can trigger like per battle, and that's how the gameplay is sort of going to flow. And standard like quest clear. I'm trying to look for something interesting, something that would like be like, oh, this is different, something like a little bit more flair on like the actual like animations between like the ults and whatnot. But I'm not seeing anything that's like too crazy. Like that was a single target. I liked how Endeavor had like more of an AoE, but it seems like you can essentially like build meter in order to actually cast like the ultimate skill, or you can leave it on auto for the first couple of stages. So we'll see how this gameplay flows. I guess this is sort of a rough first impressions just based off of like the gameplay that we're seeing right now. But I think this is just gonna be like a nice cake for everyone who wanted a My Hero Academia game that wasn't too terrible on the pay to win or sort of side where it's like, the servers are terrible. But it's Bandai, they're usually known for doing terrible things monetization wise for their games. But we'll see at the end of the day. So fairly interesting right there. We got a lot of gameplay footage from Gaming Mobile. Make sure to check them out. I'll be watching like this My Hero Ultra Impact Twitter account like a hawk. You can get like some, Twitter campaigns, get some free jewels and whatnot in case you want to do that there. We're going to be getting Tamaki Amajiki. That's going to be interesting. Oh, Mirio Togata. This is going to be my favorite character, or Mirio Togata. Maybe I said that wrong earlier, but really cool how they're adding like the more recent characters. Fat Gum's going to be in here. I loved like his buff version, if you know what I mean. That's going to be really cool. There's going to be like, I guess, furniture area that you can sort of customize. And Tetsu, the steel guy. Very interesting. And there's going to be some boats on there. So I guess you can essentially just hang out on Twitter until the game essentially releases for more information. But February 9th, I'm looking out. If this game actually releases, the month of February for gacha games is actually going to be pretty hype. But anyways, if you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. hopefully they follow through with this February 9th date. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day. Make sure to look at App Media in case you have any questions about this game. And I will see you guys in the next one.